Let's now get our first corporate conversation going, and we're talking about a nifty company right now as the earnings season plays out. Dr. Reddy's is in focus. Now, for the third quarter, revenue came in line with estimates, but profit was a miss, and margins also came in under pressure. So what are the trends as we're looking at the remainder of this year and, more importantly, going forward? We have with us Mr. Erez Israeli, CEO of Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, joining in. Mr. Israeli, thank you very much for being with us this morning. And I really want to sort of, cut to the chase and get to the U.S. business, because that's where the disappointment has been. Your North America revenue is down a little over 9%, and there's a lot of concern about how you will make up for the fact that your revenues from Revlimid, they'll keep declining. So what is the outlook on the base business?
So nothing big is. I think also anticipate that it will continue to do well. It's the normal behavior of the market. We are going to launch 15 to 20 products a year. We are going to continue to see sales of linadulamide. This is the generic Revlimid. We are going to see also a competition in certain products. So overall, nothing special happened in this quarter, and I anticipate also that it will continue the same way also in the future.
Okay, point taken. You mentioned competition in certain products. Does it include, Suboxone and Vascepa?
So you got it correctly. These specific products do have competition. There is no change to the competitive landscape of these specific products in the last quarter. But normally, when product is big, other products other companies are joining. This is the nature of the game, especially in generics in the United States. And we face competition in these two products as well as actually in every other product. And this is likely to continue, but there is it's nothing out of ordinary. We will need to continue to grow the base business primarily by gaining market share as well as launching of new products.
There are some reports which are suggesting that you're actually losing share in Suboxone and Vascepa. Is that the case? Can you tell us?
Before the competition entered to these specific products, which was around 6 to 9 months ago, at that point of time, indeed, we lost some market share to the new entrant on this product. This is correct. Overall, it's the normal behavior that is happening in every product.
All right, Sam.
This is the nature of the game.
Got it. All right. Just another question on margins. They have been under pressure. Will this 27% be sustainable level with regard to margins?
So we normally are saying the 25% is a place that we feel comfortable about. That sometimes because of mix we can be above it and sometimes below it. The 25% allow us to invest enough for the future, as well as to give enough total shareholder return, of course, to the shareholders. So as long as we are in that range, and of course if we are above that range, we feel very comfortable about it. We should expect that kind of range to continue, and that's what we are normally aligning our investments and expenses in order to achieve that kind of margins.
Mr. Israeli, the European business grew at a healthy clip, almost 22% year on year. So what is driving the growth there, and what's the launch pipeline looking like?
So we are launching products in the countries that we are operating it. We are operating in many countries in Europe, but primarily in what we call the Big Five, and the biggest market out of that is Germany, followed by the UK. I believe that these markets are performing well. So most of it is coming from these two markets. Specifically for the biosimilar, we launched bevacizumab in the UK. It was successful. Rituximab was not launched yet. We received the approvals, and we will launch later once we will complete all the relevant logistics activities. This is yet to be launched in the UK.
Right. What are the potential approvals, launches in the US over the next 12 to 18 months, which could drive growth for you?
So we have 4 growth engines when we are talking long term. First of all, in terms of product type, we are going to grow the generics. I will mention also what type of product in a second. In addition to that, we are nurturing and growing 3 types of businesses, which are consumer care, biologics, and innovation. Now, just to give example in each one of them, in the generics, it's primarily about complex product, the type of the peptides, like the GLP-1 product, and or other products which are long-acting, injectable, and stuff like that. This is in the pipeline. If we are talking about consumer care, this is primarily inorganic. It's the NRT business that will grow. It is the Nestle deal that we made, and we will launch and grow this business. And we are planning more activities like that also in the future. In biologics, the main products will be, after rituximab, will be denosumab, followed by abatacept, followed by other products that will come later. In innovation, for example, we launched toripalimab in China, and we have many products like that that will go. So if you wish, we have multiple growth drivers. It's not 1 or 2 products that will make it happen. We will grow the base. We will be more productive. We will have special product like the names that I mentioned, and we have BD. So the combination of all those levers will continue to grow the company consistently also in the future.
All right. So I wanted an update on the facility in Hyderabad. If you could tell us, what's the update out there?
Indeed, we got 7 observations. We answered all of them in the stipulated time. And we are expecting now the response from the US FDA. We are optimistic that it will be positive.
All right. And so now everyone's, of course, talking about GLP-1, right? And apparently Dr. Reddy also has an interest in participating in the first wave of the launches. Can you tell us more? What exactly are your plans and what are the timelines?
So 2026 is the year in which the market will start to be opened up in terms of IP, in terms of patents. The main countries in 2026 will be Canada, India, Brazil, and 80 more countries that are relatively smaller, in which, as we speak, there is actually no patents, and these markets are open. We are planning to launch the product in many, many countries, including the countries that I mentioned. And as other markets will be opened up in terms of patent, we will launch also in those markets as well.
Now, finally, sir, could the R&D spends moderate after completion of the abatacept trials?
So just to clarify, the abatacept trial is not done yet. We load the last patients. We are very happy, but of course, the trial continues, and we are expecting results that will enable us to submit sometime next year. So it's still ongoing. Specifically, it's more indeed timing of trials, not the specific product, but timing of other trials. And give or take, we should expect to see similar level of R&D, somewhere between 8 to 9% of sales. This is likely to be the magnitude also in the future.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it there, sir. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck to you or your team as you continue to execute into the rest of the year. Thanks, appreciate it very much here on CNBC TV 18.